something popped up in my emails. And you ever go through Gmail or whatever and it recommends emails from like years ago, like you're searching through something, right? So I was looking for something. I saw an email that YouTube sent me that, quote, Cyrus left a comment on your video. And I was like, I haven't heard that name in forever. This guy was like a popular YouTuber and he was leaving comments on my videos like 6 years ago. So I had like 8,000 subs or less. Like this guy had like 1 million plus and he was leaving supportive comments and he was going like, yo, we should do a collab commentary video. But he kept saying that and I always ignored him. Why is that? Well, some of you guys may have remembered from my old channel, I've had a bad experience with commentary channels where I saw something I didn't like and I detached myself immediately. Just to go off topic a little bit before I get back to Cyrus. Many years ago on my old channel, I've told this story before, but another popular commentary YouTuber, they put gameplay in the background and talk about stuff. He hit me up and he was like, yo, we should make videos together. Oh, let me invite you to this private group chat with a bunch of commentary channels. Pyrocynical's in it. That was his main pitch to me joining this group chat with all these popular YouTubers. And I'm thinking to myself, yo, who cares if Pyrocynical is in it? No disrespect. I don't watch him. I don't watch YouTubers. You know this. My viewers know this. How many times have I said this on this channel? Like, I don't be watching stuff. I just put gameplay in my background to my videos because I used to make Skyrim and Fallout videos, like tutorial videos, builds and all that stuff. And sometimes I would talk about philosophy, right? I was too lazy to video edit. So my channel was not inspired by your category of content, this commentary sort of, you know what I'm saying? Like this just so happened to be what it happened to be. So respectfully, I don't care about these popular YouTubers in this chat. So I told him, nah, I'm good. And he starts showing me screenshots of the group chat. And it is indeed a group chat with popular commentary YouTube channels. Some of you guys may be watching them, I don't know. And in the chat, they talk about trending things. So if you ever wonder why all these commentary channels talk about the same TikTokers, drama, or same e-celebrities and so forth, from what I interpreted from reading these screenshots, all these commentary channels, they're all buddy-buddy. And they say in a group chat together, gossiping about people and things that they see online. And then they make hit pieces together, meaning they're all going to make a video to, quote, expose or, quote, call someone out for their behavior. Again, this is why you all see these channels. They make videos about the same thing. It's extremely shady to me. And look, I'm not the most morally correct person. And I get the intention of the chat is like, okay, you're trying to find content. So, you're going to work with other people who are in the space as well. But look, yo, I don't want to be in a group chat where we plot to make hit pieces or expose or make videos calling someone out in videos together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in that. This is like some Illuminati nonsense, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say like, like what I saw. What's the biggest flexer thing? Like one of the screenshots is showing me like, they're all plotting to make a video just like roasting her and stuff. Like, bro, she was like 13, like 14. I don't remember. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, is this how y'all get your content? Like, you guys just do this together? And ever since then, I said to myself, I'll never interact or talk with other channels because I'll never collab with anybody, rather. That's why I don't do collabs. I'm not trying to join some YouTuber Illuminati or be buddy-buddy with other content creators. If it happens, it's going to happen very, very, very naturally. And trust me, I ain't joining no friend group. You know what I'm saying? So going all the way back to Cyrus, when he was leaving comments on my videos, this is why I ignored him. Because when I went to his channel, you know how you could feature other channels on your channel? This guy had a bunch of featured channels. He was like buddy-buddy with a bunch of other commentary channels. So I'm like, all right, this is the same thing as before. This is, if I talk to him, he's going to invite me to some like Discord server or something. And then, you know where this goes. And the same thing I was talking about. But one day I felt like being nice. I don't know what influenced me to have a change of heart. I think it was because months prior to me actually having changed of heart, he joined my Discord server and he was sometimes talking in it. So I was like, this guy, he seems genuine. It seems genuine, like he really actually like enjoys my videos and stuff. He's not trying to recruit me to some Illuminati nonsense. So I added him and we spoke a little bit. And when we spoke, he didn't do anything I thought he was going to do. I wasn't invited to some hit piece group. He just talked normally to me. You know, he talked to me about his life a little bit. He wanted to work. He wanted to like make a video together. And I was like, cool, you know, but we never got to it because every time he would want to do a video or I would bring it up, he would say he was going through something. He was like depressed or something, you know, and you know what? I'm not going to wait for somebody to do something with me or for me. You know what I'm saying? You're either in or you're out. He's going through something. He says every single time we talk, hey, you know what? Not my place, bro. And also I'm not his therapist. So hope he gets the help he needs. I'm not going to push the guy. We're just not going to talk. It's fine. When you're ready, hit me up. All right, let's move on. So like my timeline is all messed up by the way about this like whole situation and the sequence of events. But like a year or 2 or 3 years later, I just randomly was thinking about him and I noticed his channel was gone. So I looked it up, right? I was typing, I was like, what? I was thinking to myself, maybe he changed his name because I can't find his channel. I wasn't subscribed to him, by the way, so I never followed anything he did. So maybe he just rebranded himself. So that's why I can't find his name. Man, when I looked this guy up, videos upon videos of him getting exposed to talking to some 15-year-old girl or something while he was 17. And then, you know, but then like more people from like Discord who were underage girls came out and started posting chats at him. So like he was talking to, apparently, allegedly, a lot of underage girls from his Discord server and then asking them for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Obviously disgusting and inappropriate stuff, and which is also disgusting and inappropriate of him. When I saw this, I literally was like, I said audibly, I remember I was like, oh, that's it. I was just like, oh, like I was noticing a lot of people who he made videos with or like promoted, he would like promote other people's channels and stuff. They basically made videos disowning him as a friend, which is very justified. You know, like just because he shouted you out and helped your channel grow in some way, that doesn't excuse his behavior. You get what I'm saying? So when I saw the email, you know, I looked him up again. I saw the email like recently. I looked him up again. And see, this is how disconnected I am from this, like for real. Apparently, 6 months ago, he passed. Apparently, he had an overdose. And according to what I'm finding online, he announced it the night before that he was going to do this. So this was intentional. He took his own life. And I don't really have an attachment to him. And I don't agree with his behavior. So I don't really feel sad about this. I mean, sorry for being heartless, you know. I just don't feel bad. But I do remember when I spoke to him, and him and I, you know, we spoke way before this incident happened and way before he got exposed for his behavior. He told me something that was very personal. He watched one of my videos where I spoke about, and I've been very open with this on my channel, I've had a very rough relationship past, right? I was unfortunately a victim of somebody taking advantage of grooming me when I was a child through the internet. And me personally, I understand that my toxic relationship past has been caused by this woman who hurt me when I was a kid. And as I was growing up, my understanding of relationships were very toxic and twisted. So I spoke about this in a video years ago, right? And Cyrus saw it. And when he DM'd me on Discord, he told me something very similar. He says something about he's been in very toxic relationships since he was like a kid, like I remember like 12 or 13 years old or something like that. And, you know, I don't remember exactly how the chat went, but something about attachment issues and so forth. And I'm just going to stop there from what I remember, because some of the things he told me, I feel was a bit too confidential. And like, again, I looked him up online. I looked up different things online, and some of the things he told me personally, I can't find it in public spaces. So, you know, that's it. That's where I'm going to hold to that. Like, this may have been something he felt very vulnerable and trusted me since I was so open about my past and my problems in my video. So, you know, I think this attachment issue, or these attachment issues that he had and what he shared with me from his past and the poor experience he had since he was a kid, may have caused him to straight up do what he did. Something may have been psychologically or chemical imbalance, neurological chemistry was so tainted because of this that he was literally going on his Discord server and asking his underage fangirls for pictures and other stuff. Like something was just wrong, you know? And he's not like he was trying to be friends with his fans. He was trying to date them or something. He saw something that he saw vulnerability and something about it, just like, I don't know, like I feel like it's not for me to understand. But this is just a memory I was sharing because I just saw an email. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how it could lead to this whole topic. Again, I don't really feel bad for him because I don't really know him like that. And I don't really agree with his behavior, but I don't think it's wrong that I'm humanizing him. Does that make sense? Nothing he did was okay. Nothing he did was okay. But his behavior was definitely rooted from something. And I'm pretty sure it's what he told me. But I didn't really follow the situation too deeply. Remember when I said, when I found out the details, remember when I said, I just said, oh, yeah, that's it. Just, oh. And I was like, all right, this guy is weird. That's why his channel is gone now. Maybe something happened. I don't know. I don't care. This guy's weird. I'm moving on with my life. I'm not going to sit there watching 40 videos about a situation or some allegations or read some long Twitter post. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's doing to resolve or make things right. I didn't know what he was doing, rather, to make things right about this situation or himself. But he chose to delete his channel and he chose to run off. That seemed to be his solution, which I don't really agree with. Bro, if you did it, I understand if you ignore what people say. That was an option, too. You could have just ignored everybody. But if you were being called out this badly where you needed to address it, I feel like if these allegations were true or whatever, okay, because they're still allegations apparently, you could have just admitted to it and addressed that you are going to get some help and then take a break from YouTube or something. Or you could just do what I do, right? Whenever I make, or some other content creators do that, I notice this too. Sometimes when I upload videos with very disagreeable opinions, right? Like sometimes I'm not always right in my opinions, obviously. So sometimes my opinions are way off too. Like people are mad at me and the comment section is not looking too nice. I just upload the next day like nothing happened. You get what I'm saying? Because no matter what situation you're in, and maybe this is just like my response to stress, but whenever I'm in like a stressful situation or whatever, I just keep working, you know? I just keep going. Because it could be terrible. But the moment you stop moving is the moment you become idle. And being idle is like open house for the worst things to happen. You know when people say the devil attacks people the most at night? You know why? Because that's when you're not working. And that's when you're being idle. You come home and then you're chilling, you're on your phone, you're gaming, you're on social media, you're doing nothing, you're bored, right? And you start getting influenced or involved into stupid stuff because you're idle, because discipline is hard at the same time for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? The point is, if you're in a tough situation, you got to work through it and accept the heat, even if it shows up later. You know, that it's just what it is. But it seems he took another path, or rather, it seems he wasn't getting the help that was sufficient for him. And he's gone now. You know, I do have an opinion. An additional opinion, which I think is very unpopular. From what I remember, when he was in the heat of this situation, I wasn't there at that time period because I found out years later that this happened. And I was seeing that a lot of the people who he featured on his channel and he did collabs with and stuff, they made videos disowning him and stuff like that. You know, I hope these same people who did that, they also referenced him to get help. You know, if you're just going to shame the guy, okay, I understand that you're going to shame him. Fine, you're going to do that. But I hope you said, listen, get some help too. Because that was your friend, apparently. You know, I get you disowned him, but like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I don't know how y'all feel about this. This is just my opinion. This episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.